I'm Ellen.
Oh, and I'm Luke. Welcome to Show of the Weekend.
Luke, could you stop playing the Switch? We've got to do the show.
Oh, but I'm about to join the Thieves Guild.
Skyrim, you've already played that game twice already.
Yeah, but... Hey!
Show of the weekend, show of the weekend, show of the weekend, show of the weekend, show of the weekend.
There's a spider. It comes.
Oh, ha ha! Once more in my possession. Thank you, spiders. Exactly as we discussed. I'll pay you later. I don't know how. I'll push money into the vent. I'm not about to join the Thieves Guild.
No.
I'm only just got past Riverwood. But I am playing Skyrim on the Switch. Yeah. Which came out yesterday as of the day that this is published. Yeah, I will put it away so I can properly talk about it because it's majorly distracting just holding it. Well, it's Skyrim.
Yeah.
Which is good. But it's Skyrim, so you've probably played it lots of times before if you were ever going to play it. I wonder if there's anyone who is like, oh, I've always been interested in Skyrim, but not yet, not for me. There must be some people out there, like the Nintendo hardcore who buy Nintendo consoles and aren't really interested in anything else.
Yeah.
I imagine now this is like a great excuse for them to play one of the best games of the last decade. Yeah, because it is now a fairly long in the tooth RPG.
It's been around a while.
And yet it is still fun to play. It's the weird thing about Skyrim is that when you've like reloaded and restarted that game a few times, I think many people who've played Skyrim will have done, all that stuff with the dragon in Helgen. And you're like skip, like, and you're like running ahead of all the NPCs who are like going like, oh, a dragon!
You're like, yeah,
run over
this.
here, and you're like waiting
Been
impatiently by the exit to the scene, like,
come on,
open this door, open it. I want to get into the proper game.
Is it weird that the dragons aren't Macho Man Randy Savage?
Yes, and that is a good point actually, because this version of Skyrim does not have mods on it. No mods.
Is anything Macho Man?
No mods, no masters. Well, as I say, I've only just got started. I wouldn't be surprised at all if I find that, for example, some of the later characters in the game, Farengar the Court Wizard, he's Macho Man Randy Savage now.
Good.
It's a bit weird because Skyrim Special Edition came out, when was that, last year?
Last year,
Last
yeah.
year. So Skyrim Special Edition came out last year. And so this, like a year on, is a version now that doesn't have those mods. For me, as someone who's played a lot of Skyrim, I kind of think that's interesting personally. It's ages since I've played Skyrim where I haven't had infinite gold and I'm basically like an unkillable monster that still manages to die all the time and kill absolutely nothing. I'm finding it interesting to go back and play through without any mods. You know, like actually when you're looting things, kind of like, oh, I probably should get this 6 gold and these 2 lockpicks because I don't have infinite of those items thanks to magic mods and stuff. But then I'm also thinking that if you have never played Skyrim before and you want to get started, then this is a version without that feature, without the mods, and so, you know, that is like missing.
Skyrim.
It is pure Skyrim, but you know, at the same time, it's a bit of a shame that it doesn't have mods, I guess, you know,
No
because
Thomas the Tank Engine coming down.
exactly, no Thomas the Tank Engine. But what's crazy about it is that I guess just because of the weird way that the game is put together, there's so much scope for random incidents happening. Things are like scripted in such a sort of loose way, and that breaks all the time.
The Jarl can be found in the Great Hall, probably sitting on his Jarl's throne.
I think I
Not
found
over
someone
here
who can
in a
help you
wizard's
with your
laboratory.
dragon project.
I've heard a few lines of dialogue just playing through the opening scenes on the Switch that I haven't heard before, and I'm confident they're not new or anything. It's just that, you know, of all the times I've started Skyrim, I have never happened to be near that one person or been here at that conversation when it's happening at that time. As ever with Skyrim, even if you've played it loads and loads and loads, you'll probably still get something new out of it. I'm finding other ways of like, you know, making it sort of reinvigorating and new. My character this time around is Princess Zelda, or an approximation of Princess Zelda. In my headcanon, Princess Zelda fell through a wormhole and has landed in Skyrim and now has to kill her way back to Hyrule.
Oh, do you have the Link amiibo in order to get
to get the
then you
Master
could
Sword
dress
and
her
stuff.
up as
Yeah,
Link.
yeah. I actually don't have any of those amiibo, but you don't need them. You can, if you have the amiibo, you can tap it and the stuff will like appear in a chest and you can get them that
Yeah.
way. All of the Zelda gear is in a chest in the game,
Yeah.
but that you can go and find anyway.
So it's either you go and find it or you
Yeah.
magically appear it.
Yeah,
you know.
exactly. So it is in
Okay.
there even if you don't have the amiibo.
Okay. Oh, that's
is,
alright.
is my understanding.
That's good.
But I haven't got far enough to go get it yet, which is really maddening because I just want to be my canon Skyrim Zelda, who looks pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Who looks like War Zelda, the War battle damage variant, like hungry for blood. Focus this time on archery because you know that's Zelda's bag.
Zelda's gone
With the
like,
light arrows.
series as well in general has gone all in on archery. I mean,
Yeah, at the beginning of Skyrim, you get offered a choice as to whether or not you're going to side with the Imperials, who are like the status quo of the ruling class of Skyrim, or whether you're going to join with the rebels.
Out of my way! We're escaping Emperor. You're not stopping us this time.
And it's not a very meaningful choice because then like nothing much happens with that until later in the game, and you can basically do whatever you want anyway.
you can like switch.
Yeah, playing as Princess Zelda, I was like, am I with the like established rulers, because you know I am part of a monarchy that itself is always trying to quell a Ganon uprising, or do I uprise it and seat myself on the throne of Skyrim? So obviously I went for the latter because you know. Also like
The others
just
try and
rebels
cut
are-
your head off.
Yeah.
You Imperial bastards!
Justice!
Death to the Stormcloaks!
Yeah.
Who am I gonna go with? Am I gonna go with the people who are like, come on, we'll go be free, or the people who are like
People who tried
seconds away from beheading you?
I know. Although on almost every playthrough, I do end up siding with the Imperials just because I forget that the other door is there and it's not. And like there are two doors you can go through, and I'm like, oh, what? Dragon, blah blah blah. Impatient to play Skyrim, and then I'm like, oh, I accidentally sided with the evil Imperials. Okay, fine.
That bit where you have to go to an actual meeting because the Imperials and Stormcloaks sit around the table.
I need to ensure that nothing is agreed to here that violates the terms of the White Gold Concordat.
Yes,
Have a long meeting.
so long, and you're just there jumping around the room.
Jane actually fell asleep when she was playing that.
Really?
Like 2 hours meeting. Everyone was just staring.
We are all waiting to hear what the Dragonborn thinks. She's like snoring away. Apologies for that Nord accent, by the way.
Wasn't too bad.
It was pretty
Please
bad.
let us know, Nord.
Yeah, I'm kind of enjoying it. It's weird, like when the Switch was announced, the whole like playing Skyrim on a portable device was like absolutely the like flashpoint of excitement for that. It was like, what? It was in a sentence, how do you sum up what this console is? You can play Skyrim on a plane. And yeah, this morning I played Skyrim on the bus, which is considerably less dramatic. But you know, it was still cool, and there's still a little bit of a rush to be got with that. I tried having a little go with the motion control, with the Joy-Cons, because you can use the Joy-Cons for like sword swinging. It didn't seem so
I
responsive.
had a go. It's a little bit like.
You're sort of like, it sort of mostly works, but then you'd swing and like nothing would happen.
What was
so you're
cool
like,
though is if you started like that and went like that, your character would go. Wah!
yeah, that was cool. That was cool. Maybe if you get more practice, it works out better. But I was like, no, too impatient. That's the thing with Skyrim. I'm just like, always just trying to race through to the point in the game where it becomes like a fully open, just wander around and do whatever you want. I'm gonna go get that frost
Get
troll.
that Yeti.
Yeah,
that frost troll.
It's up there. It's gonna feel so good. Ah, yeah. Next port of call, Zelda's heading up to the mountain. Gonna fight that frost troll. Weirdly, even though I have this vendetta against this frost troll, and I've like fought the frost troll many times in Skyrim, it's about 50-50 who wins every time. Like, yeah.
Okay, Luke. Just let it out.
I just want him to say he's proud of me.
Why don't you love me, frost troll? In conclusion, having played a bit of Skyrim on the Switch, it is cool. It is just Skyrim. So if you've played it before, I would not suggest you necessarily need to like splash out loads of money just to play it again on the Switch.
I think if you want it on the go, if you've never played Skyrim, but you've been a big Nintendo fan for ages, this is definitely something to look into.
If you have a Switch and you've never played Skyrim, I would say like this is the one to get it on rather than the special edition. Even though there's no mods, just the portability, I think for me that's cooler. That's cooler than being able to take catnip and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It looks good and it seems smooth. The loading times don't seem like horrendously aggressive so far.
I was worried about the loading times, but they fine.
Seems okay.
Right, about the same.
It's definitely not noticeably worse than the special edition on PlayStation 4, which is insane. You're like, time to play Skyrim, and then like,
now make a cup of tea.
Yeah, then make a cup of tea.
Have lunch.
Write the great American novel, and then you're in Skyrim. That's cool.
Good.
I'm enjoying it.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Zelda will get you, Frost Troll.
She will. They're talking about cool big games coming to the Switch.
To the Switch, they're all happening all at once.
Yeah,
it's
this
like
week
the month of Switchness.
there's like so many.
Merry Switchmas.
And I thought, Luke, that I would quiz you on some of them.
A Switchmas quiz? It's a Switchmas miracle.
Okay, so Luke.
Yes.
Lots of games coming out on the Switch.
Merry Switchmas. I'm not letting this go.
Okay.
We've put up the Switchmas tree. We've hung the Switchmas decorations. Father Switchmas is going down the chimney with his Switchmas sack full of Switch games.
Right. So, I've brought together some questions regarding these titles. Now, first off, we're going to start with a cute little indie title called Rhyme, which we played earlier on the PlayStation this year. Where there's a little boy who ends up lost on an island and follows a fox to solve puzzles and unlock the secrets of the island.
But fox is not that helpful.
If you were stranded on an island, would you A, follow a random fox,
Yes.
B, signal for help,
Yes.
C, set up camp and gorge yourself on the many crabs and fruits?
Set up camp and gorge myself on the many crabs and fruits.
Because there were lots of crabs and then there were the fruit that you used to like lure the boars. So
That's not human food. That's food for the boars. Well, I mean, probably signal for help.
Yeah.
Realistically, to be honest, if I saw a fox on a desert island and the fox was like, "Come this way, I have a mystery to solve," I'd be like, "I drank too much seawater on the way here. That fox is in my head. When you're lost, stay put." That's the advice. I'd sit down where I was and wait for help. No gorging, no foxing, stationary safety.
Usually that.
I might make a fire for smoke.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's it. Then wait for death or rescue.
Okay, future game developers don't base any games
What are
around
you talking
Luke's adventures because you just make a campfire.
My
and then
survival
sit
horror
there.
game would be great. You build a fire, that's good. You sit by the fire, that's the end of the game. You have to gather the wood,
Wins.
you have to find a way of lighting it, and then you have to press a button, sit down.
Right. Okay. Well, I think we've learned something about you there, Luke.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm a great game designer.
Back to Skyrim.
Yeah.
Luke, after being announced last year, at the same time as the Switch, Skyrim is finally on the system this week.
Finally.
You've been playing the hell out of it.
The stuffing out of it.
But, Luke, what other open world games would you love to come and have ported over to the Switch?
Oh, good question. Imagine GTA 5 on the go. Red Dead Redemption. Rockstar makes such sweet open world games. Do you know what was an open world game that I played loads of, even though it was slightly naff? It was Prototype.
Oh, yeah.
Did you play Prototype?
No, I did not, because...
Yeah, I don't think a whole lot of people did. And like, Prototype would be good on the Switch actually, because I just found it incredibly satisfying to just wade into the swathes of mutants and humans. Like, Prototype places zero value on human life, that game. Like, you think GTA is bad. In Prototype, people are just like bags of meat that are running around going like, ah, and you're having a fight with a demon, and in the process of like swinging your great biological meat swords around, you're just like killing dozens of people. Oh, that game is so disgusting. Yeah, it's such horrible. It's like The Thing, but we can run up a wall really fast, so it's better. I mean, there's no point in bringing Prototype to the Switch. You know, I'm not saying it has to happen or something. I guess I'd rather GTA 5
Yeah.
or Red Dead Redemption 2. But, you know, Actually, no. Cancel all those. Prototype.
Anyway, speaking of excellent games, just gonna ignore your other answers. Is GTA 5? Yeah, well
Yep.
done. LA Noire
I got it right.
is coming to the Switch as well this week, and it has you play as Cole Phelps, the detective. Starts off in the transport bit and then ends up working in murder because I don't know. Yeah, he's on the murder squad. They're called the murder squad.
He's working in murder in the police station.
I don't know whether they're technically called that in LA Noire. But, like,
Cole Phelps, I
usually,
work in murder in the police station. I hear there's been a murder.
as part of his job, Cole
Yep.
must search for clues in the rather iconic way of picking up an item and slowly rotating it
Yeah.
in his hand.
If you rotate it too quickly, you miss the clues.
I know.
Yeah.
So, Luke, on this Nintendo Switch, somewhere on this is a secret hidden message.
What?
So you must find it.
Okay. Okay, all
Go.
right. Well, I'll start with the front. I can't see any clues. Here's a barcode. Could that be a hidden clue?
Do you like me to play some LA Noire music while you investigate it?
Yes, please. I'll put the investigation on hold while you queue it up. Inform the families. No clues on this side. Wait! What's this? A game card hole. What's inside? Is it a clue? Oh no, it's a Switch game. Wait, maybe there's a clue under this Joy-Con. Damn, no clues! What about the other one? I'm such a good detective. Ah! Damn that killer. Anything under here? What? A clue! The witness has one leg to stand on. Ah, because it's on the stand. Of course, I've got my fingerprints all over this now, so this case will never go to court. Totally inadmissible. Mistrial declared. Luke's off the force.
Excellent police work.
Good
otherwise.
clue hiding.
Yeah.
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 That was fun. What else in my life is hiding clues? Slowly rotate the sofa.
Finally,
God, I love clues.
last but not least,
But I couldn't eat a whole one.
Rocket League
Rocket League.
on Switch. It comes along with Nintendo themed goodies
Ho, ho, ho.
that
Merry
you can
Switchmas.
unlock,
Yeah.
such as the Mario, Luigi, and Samus cars.
Yeah, they're good.
Luke,
Yes.
I need to run. Wait, hang on.
Oh. What do you got?
I've got Sharpies.
Sharpies!
Other pens are available. And a clipboard with a blank piece of paper because, Luke, I want you to draw yourself
Myself.
in Rocket League Switch car form.
Okay. Entertain yourselves.
No, we'll speed this bit up.
No, we won't. See this in real time. I'm going to need all the colours at my disposal. Oh God, I made a mistake. They've gone under the sofa. Hang on, I'll put the colours here. Oh God. It's a long time since I've done any arts and crafts. Oh, more pens. What's the best shape for a car to be?
Car shape.
Oh, like Speed Racer's car. That's good.
Just wait for Doom to load. It's quite a big game.
No peeking. Okay, I'm ready.
You ready?
Yep.
Hang on. I'm just gonna get this last demon.
Okay,
Let's see the car.
here is the Rocket League Luke-mobile. Ta-da! Let me talk you through
Did you
it.
see that episode of The Simpsons, right, where Homer designs
Where Homer
the perfect
designs,
car?
yeah, it is the perfect car.
Yeah.
And no one understands his greatness. I know the plot.
Please
Look,
talk us through this.
Okay, right. It's blue.
Yeah.
Blue's my favourite colour.
Yeah.
That's important to note.
Yeah.
You'll notice got these vents on the side here.
Yeah.
They are for extra speed. Is that something you're into, car fans? You know I'm very tall.
Yeah.
So this car is unusually tall.
Yeah. Which is not good for speed.
It's not, no, that's not good for speed, but you know, height isn't. So you can't have it all, can you?
What about low bridges?
Well, low bridges, out of the question. Rocket over them though. That's what I'd
Yeah.
say. Obviously, it's not very gamely in the air either because it's not very aerodynamic. You know that, in fact, my favourite mode of transport is the humble boat.
Yeah.
So I thought as a nod to that, the back wheels could be like steam wheels, like you get on the back of a,
Oh, that's what those
like
are.
in the back of a river steamer.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a river steam boat.
it's good. Obviously, here's the fire. It's jumping. There's a lightning bolt.
On the front.
Yeah. Because what isn't improved with a lightning bolt?
Oh,
Nothing.
so is that steam from the steam
No.
of the thing, or is that something else?
This is water because I gave it a blowhole like a whale.
A whale.
'Cause I like whales. So whenever you need to, you can be like boosh and boosh, blow some vapor up into the air,
lovely.
which is useful.
Lovely.
Here's the pitch down below.
Yeah, I
to give a
like
sense
that
of-
extra touch.
Yeah, this shows you just quite how high. I mean, if the pitch is there, if the pitch is that big,
You know,
just
there's
think
like a
just
a
think-
thing on top.
just
right,
think
that stops you from getting that high.
broken through it, mate. With the look, psh, hang on, look, I'll draw that. Look, good, there's bits of broken glass going. See,
Okay.
so it's good. So there you go. What do you think?
10
10 out of 10. It's better than the other
Well.
Rocket League cars with 4 wheels. What are you going to do with 4 wheels?
I'm just worrying that you might destroy the pitch with the steam.
That's the groundsman's
Things.
problem. I think that's me as a car,
Yeah.
which was the brief.
I think that is accurate. That is very you as a car. I like those little touches, and it's good. It's
perfect.
Good. 5 Lukes out of 5 Lukes.
That's
yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Clear 100%.
That is the end of our Switch quiz.
Yay!
And your prize is this drawing of a car.
Yes, that's what I hoped I'd get. Didn't want to relinquish this.
But in the meantime, while you enjoy that, we're now
will.
going to go and have a look at what you guys have been saying in the comments.
Oh, it doesn't have brakes. That's the other thing.
Recently, we published the continued misadventures of Luke and Jane in Battlefront 2, who've been storming through the game's campaign mode, which picks up as the rebels blow up the second Death Star.
Oh no, let's not
my
go to
God.
space. It's bad up there.
What happened up here?
Guys!
Someone ruined a Death Star up here.
The Admiral created Inferno so something like this wouldn't happen again.
I know.
Well, Inferno.
Good job.
Really ballsed up.
Commenter Nobby has spotted something weird about the remains of that Death Star. The wreckage of the Death Star is gorgeous, but correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't fire need air to burn? And since there's no air in space, there should be no fiery bits of the Death Star. I mean, right?
Yes, but remember, this was a long time ago, so there was probably still a little bit of air in space back then.
What? Then where did it go?
Probably got burned up by all the Death Stars.
Why does that make sense?
In other Battlefront 2 news, last week's show saw Luke explaining some of the finer points of the game's revamped multiplayer system.
I thought it was really fun. There's a lot of opportunity to, say it with me, Ellen, play the objective, which is really nice, and those objectives keep changing. Jonathan Ewing thinks there's a valuable lesson here for the next generation. Yes, teach children to play the objective.
Well, there should be room for it on the national curriculum, but we would have to scrap maths and biology.
Ditch them. This is more important. Besides, when did biology ever help anyone?
Well, it might explain why my joints are aching so much.
Too late, it's gone.
Meanwhile, on that same show, Luke, you delivered a punishing quiz in which I had to guess famous game moments with the sound reversed.
I was making these and I was like, these are too hard. But I pressed on anyway.
So,
Because it sounds like he's saying so, but it won't be that. It's that backwards.
I'm going to play it to you. You ready?
Yeah.
force.
Ellen is Fussrow dead. Commenter Angus Warrender didn't quite get the reversed sounds he was hoping for. Was kind of hoping one of the reversed sounds was going to be Tim Curry yelling space!
Well, Angus, just for you. Hey, Luke, do you know of any places that haven't been corrupted by capitalism?
Scouts.
And finally, last week saw us live streaming once more from London's Loading Bar, playing Doom on the Switch and taking your questions from the comments.
Ruroni1029 wants to know if you could have someone narrate your life, who would it be?
Richard Burton.
Richard Burton for Luke?
Yeah.
Ellen?
Ron Howard.
Ron Howard?
You like an episode?
Yeah.
Eddie Izzard. I will go for Charles Dance.
Oh, good choice.
Tywin Lannister.
All right,
Yes,
Mr.
please.
Nimble.
Aaron Z makes a different choice, noting, "If I could have anyone narrate my life, I'd pick Andy. I'd learn more about American history, and if I was ever in a scary situation, I'd be less afraid because of the inevitable singing which would occur."
Oh yeah, Andy would be a good choice. Yeah, and I reckon.
Cheerful they were, and cheerfully they chatted on. The remainder of the comment section drifting by like leaves carried on an easy autumn breeze. Luke was feeling kinda hungry, but nothing like the hunger of the sinister forces quietly massing in a nearby dimension, the wormhole technology inching ever closer to completion.
Did you just hear something?
No. No bloops this week
Because we're
perfect.
perfect.
Woo!
Yay! Aileen, give me that perfect cherubic face. You don't make any mistakes. Flawless. Who, me?
But thank you so much for watching. Luke's just having a moment. If you enjoyed it,
Cherubic
please
moment.
do give us a like. If you enjoy our cherubic faces, then do subscribe, and you can watch them in many other videos. And
Yes, you
hear
can.
our wonderful cherubic voices in lots of videos.
That was lovely, wasn't it? Angelic.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Do watch more. Thanks for watching. Goodbye for now.
Yeah. Do watch loads of videos from us and also our friends over at Outside Xbox, because they're nice.
They're angels.
They're angels.
Literally
too.
angels.
Literally for putting up with us. Anyway, we're gonna get on with playing some games on our Switches, and we shall see you next week. Yeah. Bye. Bye.
Get in, Zelda.